Sound like your phone ringing, Ma. It is.
What? What? Wait, hold on.
Okay, so can you folks hear me all right? Give me a thumbs up if you can. All right, good. I'd just like to make sure that everything's working. It looks like it's all right over here, but sometimes I've gone on talked my head off and then found out nobody could hear me. So how y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Good. Doing well.
All right.
My
Good,
Uber
good,
driver
good.
almost abducted me today, so I'm mad.
What happened?
He turned the app off while he was bringing me home. And I told him I was gonna beat him up. I'm not in the mood, and he turned it back on.
What is that? What happened? I mean, if he turns it off, that's not good. Seems like you might
No,
save some
cause
money.
no, how he
I
gonna
don't
know
know.
how to take me home if he turning the app off? That's he
I
ended
don't
the
know.
ride.
Oh, while you were in the car?
Yes, he is. I was in the car for 2 minutes, and he ended the ride, and it
Uh-oh.
was showing that I was no longer moving.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
No.
Yeah, I know people that drive Uber, but I've never really been in an Uber. I never had a reason to Uber. So I got a friend that Ubers, but like he goes back and forth to school like that.
Well, I have a car, but it just got
Well,
totaled.
what? Uh-oh. Yeah, I know how that can be. It was like, it's been a number of years, but it was right before the spring semester, and I had a problem. It wouldn't, it was the engine, and it's like, that's the wrong thing to happen right as school. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Thanks. I don't know what happened. I never had that happen where it just dropped out like that. Well, anyway, yeah, I try to keep the chat open. So if something like that, let's because otherwise, I could be rattling on about something that I think is important, and y'all are not hearing it. But just what I was going to say, that this course here is to prepare you for the 120. You get a grade in it, but the grade, as I understand it, I don't think it goes into your GPA. So it should be fairly easy to get past this. And even if you don't get past the 120, then you don't have to take this again. But this class can be very helpful. I think the last semester, I almost had nobody that flunked this, but you got to show up, and because there will be participation assignments, and the majority of the grade in here is, participation. All right, I'm talking now. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, because as far as I can, all right. I don't know why it dropped out like that. But anyway, so there's not, let me kind of show you a few things. So if you go into Canvas, let me share my screen. So if you go into Canvas and you go here to modules, it's not easy to find now that they added all this other stuff here. But if you go down here where it says course information, it's like the third one down. That right there is it's the calendar addendum. It gives the rules for the class, and then it gives you the time frame on which we'll be working on things. So that's like the heartbeat of the course. So so today is basically orientation. The respondents quiz, let me take that. That's not going to be till later. It's photo ID today. I'm going to put an assignment in a bit in Canvas and to upload your photo ID there. All right. So this right here just tells us everything that's going to be going on. The good thing about this is it's designed to help you pass that 120. So about 3/4 through the class, we take the final exam for this class, which is based upon the Math 120 class. So it helps you in every way. And then after that, everything is focused on going towards the Math 120 and succeeding in there. So the first thing I'd like you to do, because it's going to take you some time, is to go over here to where it says Alex. And if you click on that, you have to go through a procedure of setting things up, because you're going to have to do this in order to do any assignments in this class. Whoops, let me back up. I got to do it as a student. Show you. So when you go through here, you click on Alex. All right. And then, yeah, this is right. I thought for a minute it was just going to go right in, because I'm not a real student, so I still don't understand how it sees me. But yeah, it's treating me like a student. So you're going to do this, and I think most people have never done this before. So you're just going to go through and click. You've never used it before. If you've done it before and you can go into your old account, you might save a bit of work, but maybe not much. We'll see. But anyway, you got to have your old login if you do that. Yeah, I'm just going to give you instructions. Yeah, you can go ahead and start doing this, and I'm going to kind of show you the whole process. So you're going to go through and, fill it out. So you got to accept, and then when you do continue, then you're going to be able to go into the Alex. Now, here's the thing is, once you get in, you're going to have a bunch of stuff to click through, like continue this, continue that, bunch of these little things here. But you want to go into your class. And the first time you do it, again, they're going to give you a bunch of like pop-ups and stuff. So if you can follow along and do it, but I'm going to give you some time in here to do it, because we don't have much else to do in this class except just get straight. We're not going to really look at any kind of math or anything. So you got to go through all that. See, and you got these pop up, that pop up. They want to make sure you know everything. And so you're going to get started, and there's a tools tutorial. Tells you how to use everything. And then it shows that you can use this to take things out, or this to back up. So there's several of these things to do, and then how to do a fraction. Whoop. So follow all that, because there's not going to be, you're not going to use every one of these, but they got to show you. So once I get past this is what I want to make sure to show you. But we got to go through this first. But they're just showing you how to do different things. How to use this. Nice little calculator here. You can use this for the exam and all the tests. You can also, there's another one, there's a handheld calculator you can use, but this one does most everything. Oops. So now, here's what I want you to concentrate on tonight. You need to get through this knowledge check, which is a real pain in the neck, but there's no other way to get into ALEKS. As you want to do it tonight, I'm giving you time to do it, because next week when we come in and I give you an assignment, we're going to have to do it during class period, and you don't want to have to get through this before you do that, because you're not going to have enough time. So anyway, what you do is you click on that, and then you got to click through a bunch of other pop-up things. They love the pop-up things. And like I said, is maybe if you go into an old account, you may not have to do this. I'm not 100% sure. But you start this knowledge check, and it's just treated as a test. You're not graded on it, but what it does, it's tailor fitting the class for what you know. So if you know something, try to figure it out. If not, don't click on I don't know. If you are able to do something, what's going to happen is when you get into the ALEKS part, then you won't get it. They won't show you all that stuff anymore. They'll basically give you credit for it, and they won't give you any the explanation for it or anything like that. But it'll put it in your path, and bothering you until you learn it. All right, somebody's got their mic on. All right, what happened to? Oh, here we go. So anyway, use the time now. I give you some time to work on it, and then after you finish with this, I got a couple of more things you can do that'll help you. Because like I said, tonight's just a work night. And if you got questions, and remember, I want to take a roster in a little bit. You always want to be in here. If you want to be on the roster, you got to have your camera on, because if your camera's not on, I'm going to assume you're not there. All right. And I'm going to also have an upload your photo ID. All right, so I can see everybody. So go ahead and work on that. If you got any questions, just yell or put it in the chat. Because I might ask you who you are, because like I see a few names on here that don't have a full name. So you can change that actually, but it's probably not the easiest thing. You got to go into the settings and all that. So Tammy, what's your last name? Callis?
Ellis.
Ellis.
Okay. All right, I see it. And I assume Britt Mack is Brittany McClung. Okay. Yeah, Fuchsia, that's a good idea. I had the last two classes had students doing that, and they performed really, really well. When you got a group to work with, it can help you. Hey, and I don't know about that eating in class, Don, unless you got something to share with me. I'm just kidding. No. All right. So Sky, are you Skylar Davis?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Most of these I can figure out, but sometimes people have something like iPhone 637 or something, and those are the hard ones. All right. All right, and I see Kendall Alexander. I expect your camera to be on because that's how I do attendance is visually, and then you're going to have to take exams and tests through, system where you got to show your face for the camera. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 20 people, but here today, but we still got about 10 that's not here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, exactly 10. All right, so is everybody doing all right on doing this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. And what I'm going to do while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to put that ID assignment in there. Just help if you need something. Oh. Hmm.
Mr. Cruz, it keeps
Mhm.
sending me through the tutorial,
To the what?
through the tutorial, the touring. I can't get out of the touring.
Well, you may have to share your screen to see. Are you at this point yet? Where do you, did you get signed up? Did you do the,
Yeah, I'm
and
signed.
then something happened to your audio, Linda?
I cut it off.
Oh, but,
Okay.
I don't know if I can do it again. Probably not, but you're
Um,
going to have all these things you got to click through. It's a tour. Like I said, it's a pain in the neck.
okay.
And, but you got to click through all of these little things that pop up in order to get it to go through in the right direction.
Okay, so I have to go through the tour.
Oh, well, unless it says skip,
Okay.
you're going to have to go through it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know of any way to do it offhand. You got to click on each one of those little boxes because they're trying to tell you something
Mhm.
that they think is important.
Okay.
So there's no way for me to turn all that out. I wish I could just fix it to where you could go straight into here. I think most people would be able to figure that out. But like I said, they got to take you through that tour of both the system and then the tool thing.
Okay.
All right, I got people coming in, so show your face so I can figure out who you are.
Oh, I was already in the class. My phone disconnected. I was trying to hook it
Oh,
up on
okay.
my.
All right, that's good. There's a couple of, was one other person. Let's see if I can get them.
Mr. Michael,
Mm-hmm.
does it
What's
matter
up?
can we fail the initial knowledge check or does that even matter?
Well, unless you can get a way to get through it. Let me just tell you this, though, the way the knowledge check works. And in the 020, it's not that big a deal. But what that does is it's measuring to see what you know. So there's no way to really fail it. You just say, I don't know. But just keep in mind, if you know something in there and you say and you do know it and you say you don't know it, then it's going to put it in your path and explain it to you, and then you're going to have to answer a series of questions on it to prove that you know it. In other words, you got to learn it through their system. So, like I said, you kind of got to just do it at your own risk. It's safer to just go ahead and take it. That's why I'm giving you the time today to do it. So
Okay.
take that for what it's worth.
Okay.
Okay, so Corey Gatlin came in. Let's see.
Excuse me, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
How do I raise to the second power on here?
Okay, there's a little box. You click on that little box up there in the toolbar. It's like a little. Let's see if I can. See, the problem is I got to get through my.
Well, I'm on my laptop. Just tell me how to do it on my laptop.
Well, the thing is, are you doing the tools tutorial app? See, if you do this here, it will show you. So where is it at? There's a little box you click on. Let's see if you got to find a problem. But anyway, when you get to a question, if you click on this, it should show you.
All right, so go to the question mark.
Yeah. Because whatever problem you're on, it'll show you how to enter it.
But I have to simplify. Oh, so it say use the calculator?
Well, if you need to, you can use the calculator or the tools help. The tools help will show you how to input for that problem.
So if I'm using the calculator, how do I raise something to the second?
Oh, the calculator. Okay. I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about in the problem. All right. So let's say we want to take 5 and we're going to raise it to a power. And that is right here. See that right there in the middle, right below the Z? Put your square in there. You can put a 3. You can put anything.
Wait, go back, do that again. I'm half blind.
See that right there?
Oh, the
See
X,
that right there?
Y. What
Yeah,
is it?
X to the Y. X to the Y power is what that means. So you put in the X first. There's your X. You click this and then you put in your Y, which is your power.
Okay. But I wasn't using the calculator. I don't know how to go back to use it.
Go back where?
I don't know how to make the calculator come over here on the thing where I need it. I wasn't using the calculator. I was just using
Well,
the keyboard.
Okay,
on my
if
laptop.
you're in here, you got the problem and you got the calculator.
Oh, all right, I see. Okay, I see.
All right. And then those folks that come in, I've been tasked people to go to Alex and get started. You're going to have to go through about 45 minutes worth of stuff to get started for both the O2 and the 120, but you will not be able to do any work until you get that done. So if you go in here, you'll have a trail of breadcrumbs. You'll have to sign up, and then it'll take you in through a bunch of pop-ups and explain all kinds of stuff to you. And then you'll do your knowledge check. So click on Alex there. And you can do that. And the city, it takes a while, and I figure the first night, I'm going to give you time to do that. All right, let's see. Did I get everybody that's in here? All right. And Talia is Talia Johnson, I assume. Okay. All right. I think I got everybody else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Because all the work is going to be done in Alex. So for both classes, you need to do have that ready to go, because until you get past that knowledge check, they don't let you do anything else. And when you get finished with that, let me know. There's a couple more little things you could do during this time. heard another person come in. All right, Madison, can you hear me? Turn on your camera. Because you're going to need to have it for everything. So when I do attendance for these first couple of weeks, I want to have people's faces. And then when you take tests, you know, you're going to take them using Respondus. So it's going to want your face. And I hate to be nitpicky, but there's some people, and maybe because you're working on a laptop, and I know how it is, but if it's just like the top of your face, you know, the Respondus is going to give you trouble with that because it's going to take your face and it matches your ID and that kind of thing. So it's got to have both of those pieces of information. So I think this knowledge check is about 30 questions. Don't get rattled about it. Like I said, you could do I don't know on all of them, but like I said, it will take some out of your path if you're able to demonstrate that you know him here. That's the way it's designed. So, but until you get past the knowledge check, you can't do anything else. It won't let you into any assignments until you do that.
So my problems are gonna be right, but they're not gonna be right because I don't know how to use this calculator over here with my problems over here. I don't know how to do this. I'm having a problem with this calculator. I don't know how to.
All right. Well, let me show you the official calculator. In here,
You're not understanding. You're not understanding what I'm about to tell you. I've always
Right.
had a problem with writing with these laptops and computers. So
Right.
when I'm trying to write these, and that's why I fail a lot. So it's not that I don't know it, but I don't
Mhm.
know how to write these equations on these laptops and these computers.
Well,
I have
I mean,
really hard time with this.
okay.
If I
Well, what I would suggest
paper,
doing
it would be different.
is doing it on paper, and then just because all you're putting in is the final answer. So do it on
It might-
paper and then put your final answer in.
So I don't know if you're not that familiar with me yet, and you're not doing anything when you introduce yourself. I'll tell you about me in the email, and when I'll explain some of my shortcomings to you in the email. The bottom
Mhm.
line is a short summary is I only need this mat to graduate, and I've already
Right.
flown 4 times, well 3 times, and it's the last thing I need to graduate, and it's starting to drive me crazy. And it's not that I really don't know the math because I'm a 3.2 average, grade point average. But it's like
Okay.
some of this stuff is like some of this stuff is the little things that keep tripping me up. And these laptops and computers and how to do this because I'm 58 years old. So
Mhm.
some of this stuff I'm finding it's the little bitty gnats and mosquitoes that's killing me, not the lions, tigers, and bears. So I've been on this one question for 20 minutes simply because I don't know how to write this stuff. I'm talking to you on the iPad. I got a computer, a laptop in front of me trying to do it. And I can't find a way to write the expression using this computer type shit. And it's driving me crazy.
Okay.
And I know
Well,
the
here's-
answer is right. I just can't get this stuff to
Well-
do what I needed to do. I can't figure it out. I never can.
Well, I'm not sure what you're doing. Like I said, is what I would
Me-
recommend is doing it the old fashioned way, writing it down by hand, doing it on paper. And the only thing you need to worry about putting in is your final answer.
Right, because it's like even with your all right, if I go over here to your calculator, then I don't know how to use the alphabets because I don't see where to find the alphabets over here. I don't understand all this stuff over here.
Well,
And
I mean, I'm not
that's
sure
why
what you're looking at because I don't see what the alphabet has to do
still on
with.
simplify the following expression, and I know it's negative 10x raised to second power plus 4x minus 5, but I can't get the second power to raise over the 10x. I can't get
Well,
on the
you're gonna
sheet.
have you're either gonna have to come in and see me because I can help you a lot better in a traditional cast because I can't see what you're doing. If you want
Right,
to share your screen, I'll be happy to do it.
but I don't know.
But I
That's
mean,
another thing. See, I don't know how to. That's why I'm working off of two different devices. I'm talking to you on one end. I'm working on because it's a lot of things that you see. I got certain mental disabilities, and some
Mhm.
things that might seem real simple to some people, it get real
right.
real complicated to me. So I be quite ashamed to say it because it might seem real simple, but because of my mental disability, it's not like a simple thing like some of the stuff you're saying, like sharing screens and all of that. That's why I'm working off of two devices so that I can
Right.
talk to you on one and I'm working on the other one. And because I don't be knowing how to do a lot of stuff. And if I spend a whole lot of time doing nothing, trying to figure stuff out because it takes me longer. It's
Yeah.
not.
Well,
It's
you
not.
know, a virtual class is going to have a higher technical learning curve. So, I mean,
I've been in virtual classes ever since COVID, and I've made
right.
A's and B's. It's not the virtual class.
Well, what I'm saying is, in other words, I
Math
don't
is
have access to you, but you're going to realize math is about accuracy. I'm not going to
right.
be able to change and set a different
And
bar for you.
I'm gonna.
But if you want to come in to see me,
Yeah,
I'll be glad to help you in person.
right, and I will definitely come down there and see you. I'm about anything that's gonna help me. Believe me.
Right.
Because it's like this ain't getting it. I don't know how to do this.
Like I
And
said,
this is
you can
different.
use
This is different. You're using a different thing than what I just took this summer. So your Alex thing is different from the other thing that I just took this summer. So I don't know.
Well, I don't know what did you take it with?
That lady,
No, I mean,
Miss
almost everybody.
Miss Rhonda.
I don't even know who that is, but I mean, this is the same system that everybody uses at the school.
No, we
So,
didn't. No, we didn't. No, I didn't use this. We didn't. I just.
well, like I said, I mean, I don't know what you took, so.
I took.
But I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
telling
I'm
you.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't take. I took 020 and 120. I didn't. I took 020
Yeah, I mean,
and 1. This is 03. This is the other one because it felt like this one would probably be a little bit more better for me than that one was. So
well,
that's why.
that other one is, I assume the 030 is it's algebra, college algebra.
Yeah, it
This is
felt
general.
like, yeah. So yeah, I took 020 and 120 for the summer, and I withdrew.
But anyway, this calculator here is the official calculator.
I have it. Yeah, I have it.
Okay, well, then you can use that. You don't have to use the one that's on here. That one there, the TI, and I'm going to show that for everybody else.
I still don't know how to write the stuff in on the laptop and computer. It's not the calculator. It's making the symbols and making the stuff work on it.
Well, you know, like I said, I'd have to show you either use the toolbar there, the help.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
come in. It's not that much. I'm gonna come in though. It's just some little simple things that I just don't know how to do.
Because I have a class that meets on Monday, Wednesday in the evening. So that when, like I said, it might be better to have a face-to-face.
No, I
But anyway,
can't.
this
I
calculator,
can't do face.
well, I'm just saying is I'm trying to help you with a plan.
But I could come in. I could come in and I can get tutored occasionally, and I can come in.
Yeah,
And
I'm right
they-
at City Park campus. I'm right next to the tutoring lab.
I-
They'll help you with this too, even if you come at a time when I'm not there. But this is the official calculator. You're allowed to use this. Um, the only thing that this does that the one in Alex doesn't is this one doesn't simplify fractions. The TI does. I would recommend this one in every respect to use this one because there's really not that many fractions to simplify. But
Are
this
we
is the
allowed to
one.
use that during tests?
Yes,
Thanks.
you can use this one or this one during tests
Thanks.
and the exam. Either one of them. I
So
like this
when-
one because it's built
So
in.
when do you have office hours that I can come in?
Monday, Wednesday, my class is at 4, so generally 3 to 4. And like I said, there's the tutoring lab. I'm right next to the tutoring lab. I'm in room 216.
All right. Thanks. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel better already.
All right, good. I'll help you as much as I can, but you know,
I appreciate it.
like I said, it's not that easy. With virtual classes, got the added problem of transmission of information. Because if I can't see what you're doing, it's harder to do. Like I in my other classes that are face to face, I go around and I can see what they're doing.
You seem like a
That's
really,
easy.
really nice. You seem like a really, really nice teacher, and it always helps.
Oh,
The
wow.
teachers
Thank you.
that are willing to go the extra mile.
Well, thank you. But that's it's just a facade. I'm actually a mean, guy that'll pop you in the chops if I get the chance.
Well, I'm gonna beat you up when I get you in the office.
Good. I could use it
Thank
once in
you.
a while.
Thank you.
So yeah, I see a B that answer question about that. You can use either one of the calculators. This one or the physical TI. The physical TI to me, the only benefit it's got is simplifying fractions. And in this class, it's really not that much, or in the 120, there's not that much fraction simplification. So maybe a couple of problems. So, and I'd had somebody say that they'd finished. All right. So the next thing you want to do, and you can probably do this if you got a laptop because you got to have a camera to take a picture of your ID. You go into assignments. I should do it as a student to show you. So if you go into assignments, it should be right at the top. It's actually down here. I'm gonna have to take all these out, I guess, because it's right there at the top. So you click on that, and if you're doing it with a phone, you can just take the picture of your ID with the phone and upload it. You can also do it with your iPad or whatever, but I even had a student that on their phone they had the LA wallet, and that made it real easy to do. You don't even have to take a picture of it. So do that next, and then when you get that done, you can go to the 120 and do the Alex over there. And if you get all that done, you're doing good for the first day. So the next thing is this right here, the photo ID. I said the easiest way to do it is on the phone because otherwise you got to have a picture on your computer. I'm on a computer doing this. So do that next. And then after that, you can go into the Alex on the 120, go into the 120 class and do the Alex over there and be ready to go.
All right. You said you find a photo, where you go for your photo
Assignments.
assignments? Uh-huh.
And like I said, if you got a laptop where you can take a picture, you can
Uh-huh.
do it with that. Like on a regular computer, unless you got a camera. Well, you all got cameras, so you should be able to do it. So
Okay.
you click on that. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I'm thinking in the regular class, we meet in the lab and there's no camera. So you do this and just get your picture and upload it into the
Okay.
assignment and hit submit.
Um,
Photo ID, either Delgado, preferably. Any other, like a driver's license,
mhm.
second. All right. In the 120, which is the one that meets at 7 o'clock. So go into the 120 course and do the Alex there. If you get that done, like I said, then you're ready to roll. Because in the 7 p.m. class, I'm going to go over like the first section, and in order to get to the path homework, you got to get through that knowledge check. Won't let you get to it if you don't have that. So in the 120, there's an Alex over there too. So just do that next. All right, so we got a few minutes. Let me just make sure none of these other people are here. So Amanda Durancelet. Is Amanda out there? I don't see her. Eugene Hamilton. Don't see. Jermaine Irving. Oh. Michael Lindoff. Don't see. Yell if you're out there. Bria Petrie. I don't see. Dale Roussel. I don't see. And Darion Tap. I do not see. So anybody got any questions? We're gonna take a little break in a few minutes. So and what will happen in the 120? I'll give you some time at the beginning to continue working. And but I'm gonna spend about 25 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, maybe a half hour on this first little section just to kind of get your feet wet, so that then you can then go into the 120 and begin your path. You'll have a path part associated with that. Let's see. And I'm going to just show you. I'm going to try to go in as a student. So see, even if I go in as a student, I got to go through all this mess. So I'm just going to try to see if it let me skip through it. It lets me skip through it because I'm just pretending to be a student. But since I've done this plenty of times, and you already know about that part, but you're going to have to do the same thing again. And then the knowledge check again. Especially in the 120, I would recommend not skipping it because of the fact that it's going to try to build a course for you around you on what you know. So you can, hit I don't know if you don't know it, because some of the stuff or a lot of the stuff is material from this course. So you wouldn't know it unless you've taken the course before and understood it, or maybe you had it in a different class. All right. So once you've done it, see, it fills out the pie for you. And then your goal is to finish out that pie. In theory, if you finished all that pie, you've got all of the knowledge in the class. Now, once you go in, see this thing right here, path. So when I go over 2.1 tonight, see, and you've got your knowledge check out of the way, you can start doing this right here. If you get lost, look for start my path, or, go up to learn. Either one of those will get you into your path. Because sometimes this will go away. And if you got an assignment open that's not a path assignment, but let's say I got to have a review later, if you open it up, you won't be able to get to the path. So it's kind of strange how it works. You can only work on one thing at a time. But then you start that, and that'll get you going. All right. Anybody got any questions before we take a little break? All right. Well, I'll see you back at 7. Okay. You continue working on that. If you can do this in the 120 to get your knowledge check out of the way, by all means do it. It'll make your life easier, believe me. Well, I'm going to end it. I mean, you don't stay on. I don't know who's here, so we'll be back in the other class.
Excuse
can
me, the
leave.
next class start at 7?
Yes, ma'am, it does. 7
All right.
o'clock.
Mhm.
You should already be able to see the invitation.
I see it.
Okay.
All right.
Mhm.